Hello everyone. Today I want to teach us an application that we can easily use to create a payslip for our employees. So the name of the application is manager.oi. It actually has a desktop version and also cloud-based version. If you are using the desktop version, it is free. It's only when you are using the cloud-based version that you need to pay for the application. So because it's free, that is why we are delighted to actually show us how to make use of this software. Either we are using it for our organization or we are using it for side hustling, because you can actually use this application to generate extra income to augment your primary income. Yeah, there are several small businesses that want their business to look professional, and even schools. Most schools, they don't generate payslip for their employees. So you can exploit this opportunity, write proposals to school, and see what you can get from it. School are just about to resume, so we have a lot of expenses with a slim income, so we can exploit this option to what get more income to pay our bills. So all you need to do first and foremost is that go to Google Chrome or Google, download the application. It is actually compatible with Windows, with iOS, is with Linux. So whichever version of the laptop that you have, you can choose it. I'm using Windows, so I downloaded the Windows version of it. So it depends on the kind of laptop that you are using. If you are using Apple, it's compatible. If you are using Linux, it's compatible. If you are using HP, it's also what compatible. So once you finish downloading it, this is the interface that you are going to see. So I already have some organization that I've added to the software. It's like I said before, you can add as many organizations as possible. You understand? You can add as many as what possible. So for the purpose of this explanation, and let me just and display, let me start afresh. So you can see there's option of adding business, new organization, and there's option of removing the existing one, the ones you have before. So you can actually delete if you feel like, or you can add anytime any organization that you want to add. So in this case now, let's just click on add a new business. You have option of what creating a new business, or you are importing the business from maybe from any other application. But for now, we are not importing, we are creating a new business. So you click on create new business, you put your business name. In my own case, let me put Hajara Ventures. Then the country you are residing, right? We are in Nigeria, obviously. So we click on what? Nigeria. Then the next thing now you click on create new business, right? Once you click on create a new business, it's going to bring you to this platform. Like I said, this application is what is an accounting software, but because it has that feature of payslip creation, we are using it for that purpose, because we have other accounting software that are more user what friendly than this. But for this one, that feature of employee and payslip is what as is top notch here, and again it is free, you are not paying anything. So why should we now stress ourselves? It has given us a free value to add to our business. Right? It has given us something to add value to our business, right? And at no cost. So the next thing now is to what we click on customize to add the employee and pay slip to the dashboard. So we'll go down, click on employees. Whatever you want on the dashboard, you add it from here. You understand? But the only thing we need here is employees and what pay slip. If you want to set up the this thing, the software, all these features here are available, but you have to add them for it to appear on the dashboard. So we click on employee pay and pay slip. Then we click on update so that it can appear on the what on the dashboard. So the next thing that we need to do now is what we are going to settings. When we go to settings, we click on what these are pay slip items. We want to set up the pay slip now. If you are see the, if you are seeing the pay slip items, it has other three sub-features. The first one is payslip contribution item. This has to do with that pension contribution that you are making from your salary, which is 8%. This is where you input it. The next one is the payslip deduction items. Payslip deduction items has to do with what? The statutory deductions from your salary. For example, we talk about the payee, we talk about the what? The NHF, we talk about the NHIS. Depends on what is applicable. But the payee and the what? The payee and the NHF is very, very, very what is very important. There are some organizations they don't use NHIS, right? They use other HMO. But those that are using other HMO, you can actually bring it here. Depends on what is applicable to your organization. That there are some they don't even deduct for that at all. But most organizations they deduct for NHF and they deduct for what? Payee. Payee is very, very, very what compulsory. So you bring all those ones here. Then the next one is payslip earnings. Payslip any earnings items has to do with your basic salary, your housing allowance, your meal allowance, your transportation allowance, your wardrobe allowance, etc. This is where you bring in those items. Let's do the one for payslip contribution first. So we click on new payslip, we put pension, put our pension, then we click create. Since we don't have any other items that we are adding here, all we need to do is just to click on what create. Let me be watching the time so that okay, it's 7 minutes now. I have 10. This software only allow for what 10 minutes. So the next thing now, let's go back to payslip item. Click on payslip deduction item. Click on new payslip. The first thing is what? NHF. Since I have other items to add, I will not click on create. I'll click on create and add another. So I'm adding payee now. I'll add payee. I'm done with deduction items. So I'll click on what create. The next thing now is what is we'll go back to pay slip item. The next thing now is pay slip earnings. Depends on what is applicable to an organization. So we'll put our basic here, basic salary, right? Basic salary. We'll click on create and add. The next thing we'll click on housing allowance, housing allowance. We'll click on create and add. The next thing, let's put transportation allowance, transportation allowance. For the purpose of the training, we are stopping here. Transportation allowance, right? Transportation allowance. So we'll click on what create. We are done with that. So the next thing now is what the employees. You have to what input all the information, the data of all your employee, all the information. So let me just put Hajarat Usman. So for the purpose of the payslip, you can see it is address that is here. So we are not using the address. So put the designation of the what of the staff. You put the designation here. The next thing now, if you are adding more staff, you click create and add. For the purpose of the training, I'm stopping here. I'll just click on create. Then let's quickly go to settings again. We've not inputted the business information, right? Hajara Ventures is there. So here you put the address. Let's just quickly put anything here because of time. So put the address, then you upload the logo here. You quickly quickly upload our logo here. So we quickly upload our logo. We quickly upload our logo. You can see it here, then we update. So the next thing we need to do now is what? Create a payslip. So you click on payslip, click on new payslip. Since we already have all our database inputted, So all we need to do now is I'm creating payslip for August salary. So this today's date is still okay because a month ended yesterday. So the next thing now is for me to put description. Description here is that I'm putting August to 2025. Then employee, I'm picking Hajarat Usman, right? The next thing now is the earning. I'll pick basic earning. The unit, how many months? If I'm paying just for 1 month, that means I'm imputing one, right? Then what is the basic salary? I'm putting 450,000. Then the next thing, I'm going to add another line items. The next one is housing, right? How many units? One. How much we put it? Let's say 50,000. Then add another line item, transportation allowance. How many units? One. How much? 45,000, right? Then the next section now has to do with deductions. So I'll click on it, pick NHF. How much is NHF? And mind you, before you start your imputation of data, before you start inputting data into the system, you need to have your payroll schedule. You need to have your payroll schedule that has the details of all the employees, their salaries, all their earnings, deductions, etc. So that it will be easy for you to just transfer into the system, right? So for the purpose of the training, we can just what input anything here. For NHF, we are putting 10,000 naira. Then add another line item, which is a payee. So payee, we are putting 5,000. We're putting 5,000 for payee. Then the next thing now is the next section has to do with your what? Your whole contribution, pension contribution. So you put pension. Remember that pension contribution from employee is what is 8%, while from employer is what is 10%, right? So we put uh the amount here, let's say 50,000, right? We put 50,000. Then there are some features here that we can also include in the payslip. The first one is asking us, do you want us to show totals from the period? You see, like for example, if you've seen IPPIS payslip, you see the down of the payslip, there is always cumulative totals. The pay that you pay so far from the month of January, the NHF that you pay so far, the pension contribution that you've paid so far, everything shows cumulative totals down. So we can actually include that if you feel like. So it's not asking from where, obviously from January, right? So we'll say from 1st January, from 1st January. Then custom title, we put pay slip. We create it. You click on what? Create. Did you see the beautiful payslip, professional payslip that we just created? See, it's better to use this software to create your payslip than using Excel. And with this very payslip now, if I want to create for the following month, I don't need to stress myself. All I need to do is just to what? Clone this very particular payslip. I'll just clone it. Then change the what? The date. Click on the date. If it's for the month of September, you can use September 30th. Then change it to September here. Change the description to September payslip. And you create. You create. So let's go back to, you can actually, if you want to as in download this, you click on print. You click on print, it will bring it out for you. Then you save it there and either send through email or through WhatsApp, however you want to send it to the employee. So let's go back to the to employee dashboard. You can see the one that we just created. Did you see? Let's view. See, did you see? Do you want new attachment? Do you want it as new attachment or however you want it? However you want it, or you want to save it however you want it. This very software is a desktop version and it's not connected to internet. So you can just download it and what email it, right? So we have come to the end of this explanatory class. So let's just call it a day here. So our next you can see, let me click on this page so I see what I'm see order this employee now. I not see two pay slip here. You can see this is not due. That is why it's showing this. It's not due. But I've already what created it. Are you seeing it? I've created this. I've created for August. So the two total now is what is showing under the employee. You see, and the end for because it's an accounting software, and the end of the period, each money that was paid to each of the employee, it will be showing. It will be showing. Very, very easy. So that is that for now. Thank you and bye.